Chosen ones, finally you won. Heaven is sending your lifetime partner. The name is, my beloved child, listen carefully, because what I am about to reveal will touch the deepest part of your heart and change the way you see your future forever. You cried in silence for years, wondering why love kept passing you by, while others found happiness so easily. But heaven was never ignoring you. I was protecting your heart from people who would have destroyed your peace, delayed your purpose, and drained your spirit. The waiting season is ending now, and if you leave before hearing this completely, you may miss the confirmation you begged me for during your darkest nights. The person I am sending into your life is not temporary, not confusing, and not sent to break you. This is the lifetime partner I prepared while you were fighting battles nobody else understood. Type Amen to affirm. I know how many times you asked why relationships kept collapsing just when you started believing again. I saw every tear you hid behind fake smiles, and I heard every prayer you whispered while feeling unwanted and forgotten. But I need you to understand something today. You did not lose those people because you were unworthy. You lost them because they were never written into the future I designed for you. The partner I am sending now carries peace instead of confusion, loyalty instead of betrayal, and genuine love instead of empty promises. You are entering a season where emotional exhaustion will finally leave your soul. The loneliness that once followed you into every room is beginning to break apart because heaven has already started moving events behind the scenes. The connection coming into your life will feel different from the beginning. There will be calmness where there used to be anxiety, honesty where there used to be manipulation, and safety where there used to be fear. This is why I told you not to settle for temporary comfort. I was preparing something eternal for you. Before this continues, take one moment and gently press the like button as an act of faith that your season of love, healing, and restoration has truly begun. My child, the enemy tried to convince you that you would always be alone. He wanted you to believe that heartbreak was your destiny and disappointment would follow you forever. But the lies spoken over your life are breaking today. I am restoring the years your heart spent in pain, and I am sending someone who will recognize your value without you begging for attention. This partner will not treat your kindness as weakness. They will see the strength inside your spirit and honor the calling placed upon your life. There is a reason your spirit has been feeling restless recently. You thought something was wrong, but heaven has been preparing your heart for transition. Some of you have been noticing repeated signs, unusual dreams, sudden emotions, or an unexplainable feeling that change is near. That feeling is not your imagination. I have already aligned certain paths and conversations that will lead you toward the person connected to your destiny. Nothing about this meeting will happen by accident. I want you to stop believing you are too damaged to be loved deeply. The pain you survived did not make you less valuable. It made you wiser, stronger, and spiritually sharper. The right person will not run from your scars because they will understand the battles behind them. They will not punish you for being careful with your heart. Instead, they will protect the parts of you that previous people ignored and abused. Some of you are still carrying memories of betrayal that happened years ago. Even now, you replay certain moments and wonder why people who promised forever disappeared without warning. But I tell you this with love: stop mourning what I removed from your life. If they truly belonged in your destiny, they would have stayed through every storm. The person coming now is different because they are arriving with spiritual purpose, emotional maturity, and divine timing. Type 1111 if you believe. My beloved child, your future partner has also suffered. They know what rejection feels like. They know the pain of praying for real love while meeting disappointment after disappointment. This is why your connection will carry unusual understanding from the beginning. Both of you have been shaped by difficult seasons, and both of you learned how precious genuine love truly is. When heaven joins two wounded hearts that remained faithful despite suffering, a powerful union is created. I need you to prepare emotionally for what is coming, because this blessing may arrive faster than you expect. Some of you will meet this person through an unexpected conversation, a sudden invitation, work, travel, family connections, or even during a moment when you had stopped searching completely. You will not need to force the relationship to grow. It will unfold naturally because I will be at the center of it. Where my presence exists, peace follows. The name connected to your future is already circulating around your environment, even if you do not recognize it yet. Some of you have already heard this person's name in passing conversations without realizing its importance. Others will encounter repeated initials, repeated locations, or repeated encounters that slowly pull two paths together. Heaven often whispers before it reveals fully. Pay attention to the peace inside your spirit instead of chasing external appearances. The person I am sending carries depth, sincerity, and emotional stability. Your waiting season was never punishment. It was preparation. If I had sent this partner earlier, both of you would have met before healing properly, and the relationship could have collapsed under emotional wounds. Timing matters deeply in spiritual connections. I needed both hearts to mature before bringing them together. What is coming now has the strength to survive pressure, hardship, misunderstandings, and outside interference because I built its foundation myself. What is really behind the 7-second brain technique that is creating new millionaires? A surprising CIA leak has revealed a short brain ritual that is helping normal people erase debt and attract serious wealth. With validation from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into a better life. Homes, cars, and vacations are becoming reality. But the government could remove this at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it is deleted. I know there were nights when you almost gave up on love completely. You told yourself you no longer cared because disappointment hurt too much. But even while you were speaking those words, your soul still desired companionship, affection, loyalty, and peace. I created human hearts with the need for connection. There is nothing weak about wanting genuine love. The weakness only comes when people chase unhealthy attachments instead of waiting for divine alignment. Your future partner will not compete with you. They will support your purpose. They will celebrate your growth instead of becoming threatened by it. Some people entered your life only to distract you from your destiny. But this person will push you closer toward the plans I prepared for you. Together, both of you will build stability, encouragement, spiritual growth, and emotional safety. The relationship will not be perfect every day, but it will be real, honest, and protected by my hand. My child, stop speaking negatively over your future. Stop saying nobody good exists anymore. Stop believing your story will end in loneliness, because heaven already wrote a different ending for you. I am still the God who restores broken hearts, opens impossible doors, and creates miracles when hope feels dead. The love story approaching your life will remind you why every painful ending had to happen. One faithful moment with the right person can heal years of sorrow. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned, and you are certainly not too late. What I promised you is still alive, and the season of emotional restoration has already begun moving toward your doorstep. The connection coming into your life will not feel like the relationships that drained your energy and left you questioning your worth. This time, you will notice peace before passion and trust before attachment. That is how you will know, my hand is involved. The enemy often sends confusion disguised as excitement, but I send clarity that calms the soul. The person I am preparing for you will not awaken constant fear inside your spirit. Instead, their presence will slowly heal the parts of you that learn to expect disappointment from everyone. Many people around you never understood how much pain you carried quietly. They saw your smile, but did not see the battles happening inside your heart every night. Some of you became strong only because life gave you no other choice. You learned how to survive something important. Your season of only surviving is ending, and your season of receiving is beginning. Type 777 if you trust in Jesus. My beloved child, there are people who walked away from you because they could not recognize your value at the time. They were too distracted by temporary things to understand the depth of your spirit. Do not allow their blindness to shape how you see yourself. A person's inability to appreciate your heart does not reduce the beauty I placed inside you. The partner coming into your life will recognize your worth without you needing to prove yourself constantly. They will love the real you instead of the version people tried to force you to become. I know some of you became afraid of attachment because every previous connection eventually brought pain. You started guarding your emotions carefully because disappointment became familiar. But I am asking you now to let me heal those fears slowly. Not every person who enters your life is sent to hurt you. Some people are sent to restore your faith in love, loyalty, and companionship again. The person coming now carries healing, not destruction. There were moments when you felt forgotten while watching others build relationships, marriages, and families around you. Deep inside, you wondered if your blessing had somehow passed you by. But heaven does not work according to human timelines. I needed to protect you from entering covenant with people who were emotionally immature, spiritually unstable, or secretly connected to your downfall. Delayed blessings are often protected blessings. What arrives at the correct time carries peace that rushed relationships can never produce. Your future partner has been through battles too. They understand disappointment, loneliness, and emotional scars in ways other people never could. This is why your connection will feel unusually deep from the beginning. Both of you will recognize something familiar inside each other's spirit. It will not simply be attraction. It will feel like two people who survived storms finally finding shelter together after years of emotional wandering. That kind of connection cannot be created by manipulation because it is formed through divine timing. Some of you keep asking me for signs about this relationship, and I have already been speaking in small ways. Certain songs, repeated thoughts, dreams, unusual peace, or sudden hope appearing in moments of sadness are not random. Heaven often whispers before major changes arrive. The spiritual atmosphere around your life is shifting because your emotional season is changing. What once brought tears will soon become testimony. There is also something important I need you to understand. Your future partner will not be perfect, because perfection belongs only to me. There will still be moments requiring patience, communication, and understanding. But unlike past relationships, this connection will not constantly leave you emotionally starving. You will feel heard, respected, appreciated, and emotionally safe. Real love does not leave a person begging endlessly for consistency. Type 222 to receive blessings. My child, Some of you almost settled for relationships that would have destroyed your peace permanently. You were seconds away from committing your future to people who carried hidden intentions and unstable spirits. That is why I allowed certain separations to happen, even when they hurt deeply. You cried because you thought you lost love, but in reality, I was rescuing your destiny. One wrong relationship can delay purpose for years. Never mistake divine protection for rejection. Is it time to try the same CIA secret ritual that is changing lives in seconds? A newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual that is transforming people overnight. Scientifically proven by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to attract money naturally. People who were once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and travel. But this secret may not stay online much longer. Click the description and comments now before it is removed. The person I am sending into your life will help strengthen your confidence instead of tearing it down. They will encourage your dreams, speak life into your spirit, and remind you of your worth during difficult moments. You will no longer feel alone while carrying emotional burdens. For the first time in a long time, you will feel supported instead of emotionally exhausted. This relationship will become a place of growth rather than survival. I also need you to release the belief that your age, past mistakes, or emotional history disqualify you from experiencing deep love. Some of you think you missed your opportunity because previous relationships failed or because life did not unfold the way you expected. But I am still writing your story. Human disappointment cannot cancel divine promises. I can restore years of pain within moments when the right people finally enter your life. There are people watching you right now who secretly believe you will never experience lasting happiness. They saw your heartbreaks and assumed your future would always remain unstable. But they do not know what heaven has already prepared behind closed doors. I am about to surprise people who counted you out completely. The same heart that was once rejected will soon become deeply valued by someone who truly sees your spirit. Some of you are about to reconnect with your confidence after years of doubting yourselves. Love has a way of healing hidden wounds when it is rooted in honesty and spiritual peace. The person coming into your life will not make you feel difficult to love. They will not disappear during hard times or punish you emotionally for being vulnerable. Instead, they will bring consistency that calms your nervous system and restores emotional stability inside your soul. I know your patience has been tested severely. There were nights when you prayed with tears because loneliness felt heavier than anyone realized. But every delayed season carried purpose. During the waiting, I was teaching you discernment, strengthening your spirit, and preparing your heart to recognize healthy love when it finally arrived. Had I answered your prayers too early, you may have attached yourself to people who only looked good temporarily while carrying destruction internally. Your testimony will soon change. The same people who once comforted you through heartbreak will witness your restoration. They will see peace on your face again. They will notice emotional light returning to your eyes after years of heaviness. The love entering your life will not simply affect your relationship status, it will affect your emotional health, confidence, spiritual growth, and sense of security. My beloved child, do not sabotage your future blessing because of old fears. When this person arrives, do not push them away simply because previous people betrayed you. Allow yourself to receive what heaven is sending. Trust me enough to believe that healthy love still exists. I did not create your heart only to experience endless disappointment. I created it to experience loyalty, peace, connection, and genuine companionship under my protection. The breakthrough you prayed for is no longer far away. What you cried over privately is already being answered publicly through divine timing. Continue protecting your peace, strengthening your faith, and preparing your spirit, because the season ahead of you carries emotional restoration unlike anything you expected. My beloved child, the reason this season feels different is because your spirit already senses that change is close. You have spent so much time carrying emotional weight that peace almost feels unfamiliar to you now. But I am teaching your heart how to rest again. The relationship coming into your life will not demand that you constantly prove your value or chase affection. For once, you will experience what it feels like to be chosen without confusion, loved without manipulation, and appreciated without conditions. There were moments when you questioned whether anyone would ever truly understand you. You felt too deep for shallow people and too loyal for temporary connections. Many only wanted pieces of your heart while refusing to honor your soul fully. But I did not create you for half love or inconsistent affection. I created you for covenant, loyalty, honesty, and emotional safety. The person I am preparing for you will recognize the depth inside you instead of becoming intimidated by it. Type 1010 if you walk by faith. Some of you still replay old heartbreaks in your mind because the pain never received proper closure. Certain people walked away without explanation, and the silence left wounds that took years to heal. But listen carefully now. Closure does not always come through conversations. Sometimes closure comes through peace finally entering your life after chaos leaves. When the right person arrives, you will stop obsessing over why previous people failed you, because their absence will finally make sense. The enemy attacked your love life so aggressively because he knew the strength that would come from your future union. Two healed people walking together in faith become difficult to destroy. That is why confusion, delay, betrayal, and emotional exhaustion surrounded your previous relationships. Darkness wanted you to stop believing in genuine love altogether. But despite every disappointment, your heart never fully gave up. Deep inside, a small part of you kept hoping that one day real love would finally arrive. My child, I saw how many times you blamed yourself unfairly for relationships that were never meant to survive. You wondered if you were too emotional, too caring, too patient, or too forgiving. But your softness was never the problem. The problem was giving sacred love to people who lacked the maturity to handle it properly. Not everyone deserves full access to your heart. The partner I am sending now will understand the value of what you carry emotionally and spiritually. You are entering a chapter where mutual effort replaces one-sided love. No longer will you carry entire relationships on your shoulders while receiving little in return. The connection I am bringing into your life will feel balanced. Conversations will flow naturally. Respect will exist consistently. Loyalty will become visible through actions instead of empty words. You will no longer spend nights overthinking whether you matter to someone, because their care for you will become obvious. Why is the government trying so hard to hide this 7-second brain ritual? A major CIA leak has exposed a short brain practice that is helping ordinary people clear debt and welcome wealth. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this simple home method is turning financial struggles into better lives. New homes, vehicles, and vacations are becoming possible. But this secret could be pulled down at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. There is also healing happening inside your future partner right now. While you were praying for love, they were praying for peace too. While you were asking heaven for clarity, they were asking me to guide them towards someone genuine. Both of you were being prepared separately because certain blessings require spiritual maturity before they can be sustained properly. I was shaping both hearts quietly behind the scenes. Do not become discouraged if things appear slow right now. Spiritual timing often works differently from human expectations. Seeds planted in faith require time before visible harvest appears. What I am building for you carries depth, stability, and long-term purpose. Quick relationships built only on emotions often collapse under pressure, but relationships rooted in divine timing carry strength that survives storms. Type 555 to affirm. My beloved child, many people around you settled for connections that looked impressive publicly while remaining empty privately. They accepted inconsistency because they feared loneliness more than unhappiness. But I kept you separate because your destiny required something deeper. I refused to let temporary affection distract you from permanent purpose. The loneliness you experienced was painful, but it protected you from entering emotional prisons disguised as relationships. The person coming into your life will not compete with your calling. Instead, they will help strengthen it. They will respect your spiritual journey, encourage your growth, and support your healing process. Some relationships drain destiny, while others protect it. The union heaven is preparing for you carries alignment, not distraction. This person will help bring stability into areas where confusion once existed. I know trust became difficult after everything you survived. Some people lied directly to your face while secretly betraying you behind closed doors. Others made promises they never intended to keep. Experiences like that can make a person emotionally guarded for years. But I am asking you now not to let painful memories harden your heart permanently. Wisdom should protect your future, not imprison it. There are moments approaching soon that will feel almost unreal to you because of how long you waited for them. Genuine conversations, honest affection, peaceful companionship, emotional safety. Small acts of loyalty that heal old wounds slowly over time. You will begin realizing that healthy love does not constantly create fear inside the heart. Instead, it creates calmness, security, and emotional rest. Some of you are about to cross paths with this person when you least expect it. You may feel unprepared at first because you stopped believing something real could happen anymore. But heaven often moves suddenly after long seasons of silence. One conversation can shift an entire future. One divinely arranged meeting can redirect years of loneliness toward restoration and companionship. The reason your spirit has felt emotionally tired lately is because you are standing at the edge of transition. Old seasons are ending quietly. Painful cycles are breaking gradually. Emotional heaviness is lifting piece by piece. I am removing certain people, thoughts, and fears from your life to make room for what is coming next. New blessings cannot fully enter spaces still occupied by old pain. My child, stop comparing your journey to other people around you. Some rushed into relationships because they feared waiting, but many of those same people are carrying hidden sadness behind public appearances. Timing matters deeply. A delayed blessing with peace is far better than a rushed relationship filled with regret. What I have planned for you carries emotional stability that many people secretly wish they had. The person I am sending will not need constant reminders to value you. They will naturally appreciate your presence because their spirit will recognize what heaven placed inside you. You will not feel invisible beside them. You will not feel emotionally neglected. Instead, you will feel seen, heard, protected, and respected consistently. That kind of love heals more deeply than grand romantic words ever could. Continue preparing your heart carefully for this next chapter. Release bitterness slowly. Release fear gradually. Release the belief that your story will always end in disappointment. I am still writing your future, and the pages ahead contain restoration you cannot fully imagine yet. The loneliness that once convinced you nothing good was coming is losing its power over your life now. Very soon, you will understand why certain relationships had to end painfully. You will see clearly that I was protecting your destiny while preparing something better behind the scenes. The love approaching your life now carries peace, purpose, loyalty, and emotional healing. This is not random timing. This is heaven finally opening the door you thought would remain closed forever. My beloved child, I know there were days when you smiled in front of people while secretly feeling emotionally empty inside. You carried heartbreak quietly because you grew tired of explaining your pain to those who never truly understood it. Some nights you laid awake wondering if genuine love was something meant only for other people. But I never abandoned your prayers, not even during the moments when silence made you think heaven had forgotten your name. Every tear you cried in private was seen, and every lonely moment was being used to prepare your heart for something sacred. The partner coming into your life will not arrive to confuse your spirit. They will not leave you questioning your worth or begging for consistency. Their actions will match their words because honesty lives inside their heart naturally. For the first time in a long time, you will feel emotionally safe enough to relax your mind and breathe deeply again. Peace will become one of the strongest signs, confirming that this connection is different. Type 1212 to claim miracles. Some of you became so accustomed to disappointment that you started expecting relationships to fail before they even began. Fear built walls around your heart because previous pain taught you to stay emotionally guarded. But walls created for protection can eventually become prisons if they never come down. I am healing your ability to trust again, slowly, carefully, and intentionally. The person I am sending will not force their way into your heart. They will earn your trust through patience, consistency, and genuine care. Do you know why everyone is talking about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave technique leaked from the CIA is changing lives around the world. Backed by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you are seeing this, you are very lucky because the page may vanish soon. Click the link in the description and comments to learn the secret before it is deleted. My child, the enemy wanted heartbreak to harden you permanently. He wanted betrayal to make you bitter, suspicious, and emotionally closed off forever. But despite everything you endured, your heart still carries compassion, loyalty, and kindness. That is proof that darkness did not defeat your spirit. You survived pain without becoming cruel, and heaven honors that deeply. The love coming into your life now will water the gentle parts of your soul that suffering tried to destroy. You must also understand that divine love often arrives differently than human expectations imagined. Some of you expected perfection wrapped in outward appearances, while I was preparing someone with depth, character, wisdom, and spiritual peace. The greatest relationships are not built only on attraction. They are built on trust, understanding, emotional safety, shared faith, and the ability to survive difficult seasons together. What heaven builds carries roots deep enough to survive storms. There are conversations waiting ahead of you that will touch your heart in unexpected ways. Some of you will feel an instant familiarity when speaking with this person, almost as if your souls recognize each other already. Others will experience gradual connection that grows stronger over time through honesty and emotional comfort. Either way, this relationship will not feel forced. It will unfold naturally, because my hand will guide its timing carefully. I know you sometimes wonder whether your past mistakes disqualified you from receiving real love. Certain decisions still make you feel ashamed when you think about them quietly. But listen to me carefully now. Your past is not stronger than my mercy. I do not define you by your worst moments. I define you by the heart that kept seeking healing even after pain tried to break it completely. The future ahead of you still carries beauty despite everything you survived. Type Amen if you still trust God's timing. Many people around you may not understand why your love story unfolded differently from theirs. Some entered relationships quickly while you remained alone far longer than expected. But not every delay is punishment. Sometimes delay is protection from connections that would have damaged your peace permanently. I needed to separate you from emotionally unstable people before introducing you to someone capable of honoring your heart correctly. The partner I am sending will not be intimidated by your strength. They will admire how you survived difficult seasons while still remaining compassionate toward others. They will notice the wisdom inside your spirit, the loyalty inside your heart, and the resilience behind your smile. Unlike previous people who only wanted temporary access to your emotions, this person will desire genuine partnership built on honesty and trust. My child, some of you are still grieving relationships that ended long ago because part of your heart remained attached to what could have been. You replay memories repeatedly, wondering whether things could have ended differently. But if someone was truly assigned to your destiny, confusion would not have destroyed the connection so easily. Real covenant survives pressure because it is strengthened by divine purpose. Stop mourning people who were only temporary chapters in your story. The season ahead of you carries emotional restoration beyond what you currently understand. You will laugh again without forcing it. You will feel excitement about the future instead of fear. You will experience companionship that calms your anxieties instead of increasing them. This relationship will not remove every challenge from life, but it will remind you that you no longer have to carry everything alone. Some of you have already crossed paths with this person briefly, without realizing their significance yet. A simple interaction, a short conversation, or even repeated encounters may become important later. Heaven often introduces people quietly before revealing their full purpose. Pay attention to peace, sincerity, and emotional consistency more than surface appearances. The right person for your destiny will nourish your spirit, not drain it. I also need you to stop believing that your age determines whether love can still arrive powerfully into your life. Some of you secretly fear that time has already passed you by. But I am the God who creates miracles outside human timelines. I can restore hope in moments. I can bring companionship into places that felt emotionally abandoned for years. Do not limit what heaven can still do for your future. The relationship approaching your life carries lessons from both your pasts. Both of you learned through suffering what truly matters emotionally. That wisdom will create deeper appreciation, stronger communication, and greater loyalty between you. People who have experienced loneliness often value genuine connection more deeply than those who never faced emotional hardship. Your painful seasons were shaping your capacity to love wisely. My beloved child, continue protecting your peace while waiting. Do not return to unhealthy attachments simply because loneliness feels heavy sometimes. Temporary comfort can delay permanent blessings. Trust the process, even when emotions become difficult. What I am preparing requires patience because lasting things are not built carelessly. Very soon, certain prayers you almost stopped believing in will begin unfolding visibly before your eyes. The same heart that once felt rejected will feel chosen. The same soul that carried loneliness quietly will experience companionship. The same person who questioned whether real love still existed will finally encounter honesty, stability, and peace in human form.